They sit in the garden of Celsius Library and drink tea. It's in all guidebooks. 100% wrong. The reason is Mark Antony and Cleopatra, they didn't come to Ephesus together. She was here, it is true, with Julius Caesar. That's why their names were written at the harbor gate. It is right now proved by 19th Smithsonian professor when they did the digs here. This is reality. Celsius Library was a kind of, ladies and gentlemen, meeting point for everybody. Crossroads, Marble Street, another big Marble Street. So everybody was meeting here. And on the opposite side of the Celsius Library, over here, there were some red brick homes. And 18 room for 18 ladies. Brothel. And also, at the entrance of the brothel, ladies and gentlemen, there was a huge mosaic of 4 ladies. Because those 4 ladies were the ladies who owns the house. And those 4 ladies were symbolizing the seasons because the house was open all around the year. So shortly we can say that it is the first 4-season hotel in the world. That's the brothel. And also some guys, they make up some stories as what they say. There was a tunnel under the library which goes directly to the brothel.
That's what we were told last time.
They were saying to their wives says, I'm going to the library to read books, and they use the tunnel and go to the brothel. There is no tunnel. No tunnel at all.
They lied to us.
So, take a look, the last thing, take a look at the statues between inside the niches between the columns. Can you see them? Yeah. Starting from left to right, understanding, knowledge, friendship, wisdom. Understanding, knowledge, friendship, wisdom. Those are the meanings of the lady statues. Which ones are original? None. Those are the copies of the original pieces. The original pieces are in Vienna, in Austria. During that time, the Austrians did the restoration here. The Ottoman Sultan wanted to honor the Austrian king, so they gave the original pieces to them. It is in the museum. Those are the copies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best spot to take the photo of the library. Take your photo. If you want to go and take a look at the terraces houses, walk.
Celsius Library.
Geliyoruz şimdi.
It's raining.
It is an hidden advertisement given to the sailors, and this is the advertisement of the brothel. Left foot, banknote, Queen Artemis, and broken heart and a cross. If you go from the left-hand side, before the cross, you're going to find a house having broken hearts. Brothel. If you have money, you get honey. If you don't have money, you'll get punished by Artemis. This advertisement of the brothel.
That is? Oh, I got it. Why is it there though?
Easier? No. We are just copying the rules of the previous generation. Be sure. On the other hand, ladies and gentlemen, you might say, if they are that clever, what happens? Why they lost everything? Like the medicine of malaria. During the Dark Ages, when they burned the books in the library, they lost everything. And if a ruler comes and says that, from now on, you're the best baker in town, says that if you make a bread from now on, we will kill your children. Would you? You won't.
No.
Would you give the recipe to your friend? You don't.
No.
So after the second generation won't be able to know how to make it. So you lose everything. This is the example.
That's true.
That's why during the Dark Ages, like 100 years, they lost everything. Because they burned the books in the libraries, recipes of everything. That's why. One from there, one from over here, where the Korean group is there. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, the theater was built 3rd century BC, and its capacity was 24,000 people. And it has 3 sections for people to sit. The bottom part for royal family members. Second, aristocrats, priests, soldiers, locals. The very top for whom, make a guess?
Very
For
top?
whom?
For the
Make a
servants
guess.
and regular
Slavery.
people.
No. Slaves are the main
Soldier.
actors with the lions in the stage. Any idea?
No, he already said the soldiers.
No, I already told you. Soldiers.
Yeah.
Fourth,
A woman?
what kind of woman?
A
Punishment of being prostitute, shaved hair.
Oh,
No hair, bald totally. Those were the ladies who were watching the ceremonies. But not to have the public humiliation in the city, they have to cover their hats. So they were using goat hairs to cover their hats. Those ladies were watching the ceremonies from the very top. All kind of classical concerts, festivals, meetings takes place here. No political speech. That's why at the entrance, at the arch of the theater, there was a sentence written: "No politics." This theater was functional till 2007. As a guide to the concerts that I watched here personally, Elton John, Sting, Pavarotti, Yanni, Julio Iglesias, and many more. Last concert, one of the Turkish pop singer concert, because of the vibration, one of the column fell down. And they realized that the foundation of the building is not strong enough. They decided to close the theater for tourist activities. That's why you can see the crane there. Theater right now officially closed, but you see people there. The question, ladies and gentlemen, according to the laws of Turkish Republic, when they are doing a site digging in any site, if they are going to close a specific part of a site, they cannot charge money. If they are going to close the theater for restoration, how can they lose 8.5 million people entrance fee a year? And it will take 2-3 years. So we're talking about huge amount of money. That's why doors are open. That's the controversy, by the way. But there's a sign there: restoration is going on. Be careful, it is dangerous. No entrance. But they have to keep the doors open. Otherwise, it will be big trouble. Synagogue that he preached to the people was next to Celsius Library. There's no structure right now rising there, but nearby the Celsius Library, you can also see the cypress trees from here. Can you see that? That location, nearby the library, that was the place where the synagogue is. We know right now where it is. That was the place where he was meeting with the people. According to the Bible, the second missionary trip, he was at the upper gate, and he heard that thousands of people are inside the theater and yelling as Artemis is great. He started running all the way from City Hall, where we started, the Odeon, you remember? And all the way down to the synagogue, to the library. A clerk stopped him, warning him not to go to the theater. He didn't listen. He came to the main entrance. Thousands of people were inside yelling as Artemis is great, great is Artemis. And the mayor was inside. He was trying to make a speech to the crowd. As you are breaking the rules. If you do not leave the theater one by one, the soldiers will take you to prison one by one, he said. And he didn't let St. Paul to preach to the crowd. and everybody left the theater. This is the whole thing, which is taken from the Bible, by the way. So this is the same theater we're talking about. And after taking the photo, first take a look at the street. The end of the street is the sea level, harbor. And when you stand up under the first
End of the street, harbor.
look further, you're going to see some structures still standing. First building is Harbor Administration Office. Second building is the Roman Bath. So we are that close to the harbor. But right now the Aegean Sea behind the hill, 4.5 miles, still further than where we are. And take photo of the theater under the trees, walk straight ahead. Before the exit on the left, you're going to see restrooms. Use the restrooms free of charge. Then
So the end of the street is where the harbor
Yeah, I know.
was located
Right.
3,000 of years ago.
That's impressive.
Take a look, nice cut tops, t-shirts, blouses. Are you the cameraman?
Hey.
Sir? Is it your hobby?
I'm close. Take a look at the trees. Just the 3-4 trees just behind the house. Three years ago, I guess, 3 or 4 years ago, 3 years ago, there was a big fire. August, middle of August, and the fire started from the bottom part, from the upper part of Ephisus, and it was the hottest day of the summer almost. Reached to the top of the hill in 25 minutes. Trees are 100% dry, so the fire passed from one to another. And I was here with 10 other tourist buses. We got stuck because of the smoke, we couldn't leave. And then the fire reached all the way up here, then it changes direction. It changed the direction, looks like made a loop all around the house, didn't touch the house. The following days, newspapers, headlines, miracle. After that day, thousands of Turkish people, they started coming every day to visit the house. Take a look at the purple line all around the house, on the bottom part. Looks like the bottom part is wet. Can you see that? That part is original, the rest reconstructed by using the new stones taken from Ephisus. This is the house dates back to 7th century AD, and there's a small room on the right side which is accepted as the Virgin Mary house. It dates back to 1st century. And this is the place for Sunday. There's a ceremony service going on. This is the lower terrace where you can see the tissues on the wall where Turkish people make wishes. And there's a holy water on the left. And this is the way, same way, back to the bus. No.
House of Mary.
To buy from Turkey, different regions, you remember? And also I already mentioned that this is the place where you can find leather, right?